Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to what should be the final episode of Metal Gear Solid 3 HD with Morris. And at the end of the last part, we just, we'd finished basically, we beat the boss, and now we're with Ocelot, and we're about to choose a gun and see what happens. I don't remember the one with the bullet in, so I'm just going to go for the left. And I hope I'm right. But there are several different outcomes to this. I think only one of them gets you the revolver for the next playthrough. But I don't know which one that is, so. And there's not going to be another playthrough on this particular thing, so it doesn't really matter. Here we go. It's a cool way to end, I think. See if we get it. Nope. 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 Oh! Oh, we got him. Right in the chest.
It's a blank. That was fun. Till we meet again, John.
He just jumps out. Now he has to swim all the way back. Whatever. That's Ocelot for you. So yeah, that would be the last bit of gameplay, and the rest is just cutscenes. I think it's about half an hour long. So yeah, get comfy guys, get a cup of tea, get some sandwiches, whatever. And just pat yourselves on the back, because we did it!
We made it.
Yeah, we sure did.
Stop saying it. Every time you say that, something goes wrong. I feel bad for the horse. More than anybody. God damn it, see? Once you say we made it, something happens.
There's no way out. What are we gonna do?
We've come too far to let them stop us now. Those things have got to be armed.
It's no use.
You
There's
think?
no way we can outmaneuver them. They're gonna shoot us down. We were so close.
Weapon systems on.
Locked on target. I got towed.
You were great, Eva.
Oh, it's just beautiful.
Huh?
Thanks.
Oh my god, they just looked at me. They just looked at all of us through the screen.
Return to base immediately. Bulk 19, do you copy? Understood. Aborting mission. RTB.
Look! The MiGs are turning back! Woo!
high-five each other. Or maybe not. The mission comes first.
Well done, Snake.
The MiG's disengaged.
Most likely under orders from Khrushchev.
Is this his way of helping us?
Who knows? Maybe he didn't want things to get messier than they already are. Or maybe he just wanted us to owe him one. The important thing is...
He wanted us to owe
we made
him?
it out alive.
What?
As long as Khrushchev
After what
is
I
with
just
us,
went through?
I don't think they'll be coming after you. It should be smooth sailing all the way to Alaska. I'm sending someone out to Galena Base to meet you.
To meet me?
The DCI and the President himself are waiting at Langley. Don't keep them waiting.
And there we go, off into the sunset. Cutting edge technology.
So what are you going to do now? Go back to the KGB?
What do you want me to do?
Did you ever think about coming back to America?
I can't go back. I've left America behind me.
But you saved this country.
I didn't do it alone.
Well, that's true.
And I still owe you a dinner.
That's right, he just lets that hang in the air.
Is that part of your mission too? Or is it an order? Or is it an invitation? Or a proposal?
Well, we slow it down, you know.
I don't take orders from anyone now.
Look at that, just in there. Why not? He saw the opening. He took it. Lad.
Open your heart and smile for me. You're not the only one afraid to fall in love. Dance with me again and walk this way.
How long has Snake been waiting for this? God, why do I keep this on me all the time? No, no, oh, great. Now I can't get in touch with anybody. That's not a problem.
Scholars tell us that the first spy in history was the snake in the book of Genesis. In that story, it was Eve who was tempted by the snake in the Garden of Eden. But this time around, it was I who tempted the snake and got away with the forbidden fruit of knowledge. Forgive me, Snake.
So I bet he did.
First of all, I have to apologize. I wasn't sent by Khrushchev. I'm not a KGB spy, and I never worked for the NSA. I'm an agent of the People's Republic of China for the General HQ 2nd Department of the People's Liberation Army. It was all a lie. I tricked you. And I'm sorry. The philosophers still exist in China, too. You see, my mission was to find out where Volgan was hiding the philosopher's legacy and steal it. So I infiltrated his base as a KGB spy. The 2 NSA codebreakers who defected in 1960 were actually both men. The real Adam never showed up at the meeting place, saving me the trouble of having to eliminate him. I sneaked in by pretending I was Eva. And you and Sokolov and Volgan, you all believed me. The philosopher's legacy was originally held in common between the US, Soviet Union, and China. We couldn't let the Russians and the Americans take it all for themselves. The Chinese government had its eye on the legacy too. I got the film containing the legacy, and also the nuclear missile launch data from the Shagohod. 5 years ago, the Soviet Union stopped supplying us with nuclear weapons technology. Since then, China's Liaodong easing, hydrogen bomb, and space rocket projects have fallen behind. But with this data, our country will be able to develop its own nukes. We'll create a deterrent force to rival those of the US and Soviet Union. Everything has gone according to plan, thanks to your help. I too am one of the philosophers. I'm an agent of the philosophers, a graduate of one of their charm schools. I was raised in a joint US-Soviet-Chinese facility to become a sleeper agent. This was before the war. Back then, they were collecting children from all over the world. As a result, I'm indistinguishable from a native-born American. So it didn't surprise me when you and Volgan couldn't tell the difference. But she knew right from the beginning. She knew because before the war, she was at one of the philosopher's schools too, as an instructor. The boss was the only one I couldn't fool. She was the only one who knew I was a fake. She told me everything. Why did she open her heart to me like that? At the time, I couldn't understand it. But now, I think I do. Snake, she wanted you to know the truth. She chose me to tell you. That's why she saved my life. I've lied to you so many times, but not this time. My orders from the government were to obtain the legacy and to eliminate everyone who knew the truth about what happened. In other words, I'm supposed to kill you.
That's a cool shot. I like that. I like that a lot.
But I can't do it. Not because we loved each other.
Did we?
And not because you saved my life.
Did I?
But because I made a promise to the boss. And I intend to keep it. I just wanted you to know. And
Nice shades.
you have to live.
Well, I think I'm going to shut up for this next bit. Probably won't hear from me again until the credits or something like that.
Snake, listen to me. She didn't betray the United States. No, far from it. She was a hero who died for her country. She carried out her mission knowing full well what was going to happen. Self-sacrifice. Because that was her duty.
You are above even the boss. I hereby award you the title of Big Boss. You are a true patriot.
In the army. Someone like him to handle our top secret sneaking missions for us. A man who combines the qualities of a soldier and an agent.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the US government. It was all a big drama staged by Washington so they could get their hands on the philosopher's legacy. And the boss was the star of the show. They planned it so that they could get the legacy that Colonel Volgin inherited and destroy the Shagohod at the same time. Only a legendary hero like the boss could have earned Volgin's trust. Finding out where the philosopher's legacy was hidden was to be her greatest mission. Everything was going according to plan. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgin fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's research facility. Khrushchev demanded that the US government provide proof that it wasn't involved. They couldn't just abort the operation to steal the legacy. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove its innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss, and that one of their own would have to do the job. The public couldn't be allowed to find out about it. Not ever. This, they concluded, would be the best way to keep the whole thing under wraps. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive, and she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given, and she had no choice but to carry it out. Her death at your hands was a duty she had to fulfill. Out of duty, she turned her back on her own comrades. A lesser woman would have been crushed by such a burden. The taint of disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal. And no one will ever understand her. That was her final mission. And like a true soldier, she saw it through to the end. But I think she wanted you, of all people, to know the truth. She wanted to live on in your memory. Not as a soldier, but as a woman. But she was forbidden to tell you herself. And that's why she told me. Snake, history will never know what she did. No one will ever learn the truth. Her story, her debriefing, will endure only in your heart. Everything she did for her country. She sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
Dear me. You know, I'm 22 years old. I've played this game 100 times. I've seen those events unfold in front of me so many times now, and somehow I still get a bit of a lump in my throat whenever I see those cutscenes. And I'm not ashamed to say it. So yeah, there we go. Metal Gear Solid 3 completed, and hopefully, well, there was definitely no alerts, and I don't think there was any kills. Which is what I was going for, roughly. Anything else, you know, is fine. I'm gonna turn this down so I can hear myself talk. That's better. So what's next? Metal Gear Solid 4? Well, yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4. But not yet. I think it's better that we have a break in between, because it'll make it all the more special when I actually, you know, do the game later on. So what's actually next? I have no idea. I'm looking at all my games and thinking, what can I do next? I don't know. We'll have to see. If you have any suggestions, by all means leave a comment, because I'm quite open to any sort of feedback with regards to whatever you want to see me play. Normally I just stick to whatever I feel like playing, really. So I guess only time will tell. Might do a Devil May Cry actually. That'd be a pretty decent one to do. But yeah, this series just continues to just live on. somehow. I never get bored of, you know, going back and playing Metal Gear 1, 2, 3, and 4 just in a row. Well, not all in the same day, but you know what I mean. Just playing them one after the other. It doesn't get old for me. And I can imagine there's a lot of people who you know, feel the same way about it. I hope. Anyway. But yeah, I think I'm gonna. Well, as always, I let the credits play out. I think it's important to acknowledge everyone that, you know, put time into making a game like this, you know, or any game really. You know, I always like to leave the credits on, to be honest. In fact, I think I've said this before. But so yeah, I'll leave them on. And there is a little bit after the credits, as always with Metal Gear, there's a little bit after the credits. And then we'll see what rank I get. I don't know what it's going to be, but yeah, we'll see about that. So yeah, I'm gonna leave for now, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this walkthrough. I hope you know, as always, whether you've watched one part or all of them. I get the impression that, you know, although not a great deal of people watch this, the people that do, you know, really enjoy it, and I'm happy about that. Yeah, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you on the next walkthrough, guys, whatever that might be. But yeah, take care of yourselves. See you later.
Yes, Grozny Grad and the Granin Research Facility have both been wiped out without a trace. I understand, sir, but they were necessary sacrifices. Yes, the CIA has taken care of the boss themselves. I believe the White House will be satisfied. Khrushchev is finished. Your time has finally arrived. Yes, the American president is relying on us to keep a lid on the whole affair. We've got him by the balls. It should make a valuable trump card in future negotiations. Yes, Chief Director, of course. I'll keep the KGB informed. Yes, it's me. The boss has accomplished her mission. The philosopher's legacy is now safely with us, in America's hands. With this money, yes, the philosophers can finally be revived. The film we handed the Chinese was a fake. Peking must be in an uproar right about now. I'm afraid so. Only half the money has made it back to the United States. The KGB must still have part of the legacy. Yes, the weapon has been reduced to ashes. That's right. Grozny Grad has been obliterated by the Davy Crockett we brought in as well. Yes, that was the boss's work too. Speaking of which, I've obtained something from Granin that you might find interesting. It's a revolutionary new nuclear attack system. Perhaps it might just come in handy someday. Yes, we have Snake to thank for that. Khrushchev believed it as well. Yes, they bought our story. I don't think they'll be making a fuss. The secondary alert has been lifted as well. And the Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity. They have no idea that I've been triple-crossing them. I will continue my activities as a contact for the new government. Yes, it appears that no one knew that I was Adam. Of course, I'm always at the CIA's disposal, Mr. Director.